And my friend who was driving, I'm gonna go ahead and just say I just didn't really trust him that much. So I tended to look both ways for him to make sure. There was nothing. And we pull out, and as we pull out, this old truck just barrels past us on the left side. And it's a you know, one lane road. It's just a small little country road. Truck barrels past us, and the old dude in the driver's seat didn't move. Do you need to go again?
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's weird because you got more kills than I do.
And I'm done. But the old dude does not move, does not react, does not look behind him, no flipping us off, nothing. Like he's just not there. And we go to try to follow him, like, what the fuck was that? We go to try to follow him. The truck crests the hill, we crest the same hill like 2-3 seconds after him. Gone. And there was no roads to turn off of for far longer than what he could have done. So like shit like that started happening when we were doing all this. And then there was this crow that started hanging out around my house. Don't know why. Don't know if it was nesting here, but it started hanging out around my house. And I started getting a lot of weird vibes. And then the dream happened. Oh my God, these guys are getting fucked. So in the dream, it's like I've got the security camera view of my back porch, okay? And I'm looking as a person I do recognize. He was a crossing guard for my high school. I don't know if that's anything. I mean, the name kind of gives away what he did. I don't know if that's something y'all had in Australia at all. Yeah. But he's walking to my back door of my house, and then he just walks in the back door of my house, and then it kind of perspective switches to me, and I'm sitting on the toilet in the bathroom, and the door to the bathroom is slightly ajar, and then I could just feel it, like it's coming, it's gonna happen. And then sure enough, he walks past the door, and I get a small glimpse of his face, and his eyes are just pure white, and I felt in that moment that I was about to die. And that is one of the few times in my life I woke up screaming.
Done, by the way.
Yep. Yeah, shit got fucking weird during that time period. You wanna know the most fucked up part? I don't have it anymore because, of course, you know, didn't really keep it. We had video evidence of some of the weird shit. One night we went out to the road again, and we park up at it. There's, of course, a gate across the road, and right behind the gate, like pushing up onto the gate, this is not a maintained road. Pushing up on the gate are tall, like, plants and shit. And I'm recording the gate area, and two of my friends had just gone and walked down the road, hopped back over the fence, and all of a sudden, as we're about to leave, and I'm just filming the road still, I look up, and we all see the grass start to move right in front of the gate. And then what I think was a bat with about that big of a wingspan, or maybe a little bit bigger, fucking shoots up out of the fucking grass there and flies off. Now remember, we have car headlights, the brights on so we could see everything. So even though it's night, it is well lit. You can clearly see everything. And it's not like, you know, it was an older shittier camera, but this is old videotape, not digital. So it was still not that bad. And you could see everything moving. You could see where everything moved and parted, but whatever the fuck it was never visible on tape. Not one frame, and we frame by frame that bitch. Not one frame of whatever that was visible on tape. I like to think I'm relatively scientifically minded and don't believe in a lot of the bullshit, stupid shit. But some of the shit we saw and recorded at that road, it's like, I don't have a good explanation for it. I just flat out don't.
Operator, you have remembered.
I mean, the brain is
how the
very
Tenno
good at
armed
confusing
themselves.
itself, in all fairness.
Oh, I 100% agree. And most of it is bullshit. Like, most of it can be explained. Like, anytime someone sees those ghostly orbs, it's almost always an insect or dust. Especially when you're using, like, high-powered infrared, it's almost always that. Because that shit just shines in infrared. And so much of what we had happen, like the truck thing, right? It made no sense, but at the same time, we don't really have any evidence it was anything more than just an old man in a truck. We really don't. And most shit that I saw in experiences like that, apart from that fucking videotape, I have no explanation for that. Like, it was multiple people, including somebody who was a pure skeptic. Like, he was the first one of us to ever walk down the road because he flat out did not believe in that shit in the slightest. He thought we were stupid for doing it in the slightest. He did not believe at all. He also saw the bat, flying bird, whatever the fuck it was. Like, we all clearly saw it. It was clearly illuminated by the car's headlights. But on that videotape, you see everything move, but you do not see that creature in the slightest. I don't know how to explain that.
Well, some of the older cameras tend to have issues with colors.
With what?
It's like certain colors showing up,
Wasn't that?
especially when it's dark around. Your
But
exposure would be interesting. With lights behind you, the exposure is that's good. But
I was sitting in the car. The lights were not behind me. And it was probably less than 5 feet in front of the car where it was. And even more fuel to the weirdness fire, as I said, you could see, because I said it was tall grass shit, right? Like fully grown out of control, probably about 5.5, 6 foot tall grasses and shit. And you could see them being pushed out of the way from where we saw it come up.
We're done, by the way.
Huh?
I'm nearly done.
So my.
The Saren stealing our kills is very effective at leveling our weapons.
I'm fine with it.
And 3 levels up, which means I'm not going to
Go again?
Yeah, go again.
But what I
was
was saying is where it went, the grasses and shit, there was never any distortion. That would have been like, okay, maybe the camera just didn't perfectly pick it up. And because I'm in the car, from where I was to where it was less than 10 feet. And with how big the thing was, whatever it was, it would not have been small on the field of view of the camera. Because I was zoomed into the road. And not digital zoom. Now this thing had an actual lens that zoomed. This was, old school. But yeah, I have no explanation for that. I'm not saying you can't explain it. And again, the problem is I no longer have that video because, I was a teenager, eventually recorded over it. I didn't exactly have a huge amount of tapes to use. But dude, it was fucking weird.
Alright, well, I'm done.
Man, any if you see a crow near us, believe that answers to what you're presenting or wanting, spaghetti rice. Oh, I don't have an issue with crows in the slightest. I think
Those bastards
crows are fucking cool.
Stupid smart.
Oh yeah, ludicrously smart.
The crows in Australia are exceptional. Like, I've seen them fight in formation against a group of magpies. Like, formation fighting. And Australian magpies are among the most aggressive species of bird in the world, so little crows took them up and won.
And the other weird one, my grandmother had Alzheimer's, and oh fucking shit, I didn't pay attention to the time. I didn't notice we're at 0, still standing in the middle.
I have disabled it for now. Do not weep for these creatures. They are immortal. They can and have faced 1 billion deaths. You, however, do not enjoy the protections of citizens. For you, failure has real-life consequences.
But my grandmother had Alzheimer's, and when she passed, for I'd say a good couple of years after she passed, there'd be days, especially if you're in the house alone, shit would get weird. It's never a bad weird, it was an oddly comforting weird, which is a weird thing in and of itself to say. Like, you'd swear you'd hear her, or this gonna sound very odd, smell her.
Well, in a lot of ways, that's pretty commonly reported, and generally it's just seen as a brain believes something should be there, therefore it makes it there from memories. Human brain is really good at tricking itself, so...
Oh yeah.
And is even capable of doing so in groups, because mass hysteria is very well documented happening all throughout history and all over the world in all different cultures.
I'm always very much of the mindset that when it comes to that type of shit, the quote-unquote supernatural, that there is no evidence truly for or against that type of shit. All right, Thy. And that's the thing, is there's no true, like, definitive evidence for or against it. That doesn't mean it's real, but that also doesn't 100% rule out the possibility that there are things out there we just truly may never be able to even understand. You know, and even in science, we may never be able to understand what was before the universe. So it's not like this is a foreign concept in science. There's also a chance we'll never be able to understand truly what's inside of a black hole. Because as far as we know, there's no way to get that information out. We can model the ever-living fuck out of it and do a lot of math and try and figure it out. But what is truly beyond that event horizon might be something that's an impossibility to know. How you doing, Garp?
God, we got philosophical tonight, huh?
Yep. Like, I'd like to think we'd eventually be able to figure most stuff out. And I think, especially as a species, we hate the idea that there might be a time or things that we just flat out can never figure out. And I agree with that. I hate that. It's like, it's why I despise certain aspects of film and stories, like the suitcase in Pulp Fiction. You know, oh, sorry, let me throw a form on these real quick. Quentin Tarantino has talked many times about how he wants you to come up with what's in the suitcase. He actually knows what was in it. He has in his mind what was in the suitcase. But he doesn't want to tell you. He wants you to tell him. He wants you to do it. I'm like, motherfucker, I want the dude who's good at storytelling to tell me.
If I may say, operator, your chosen Warframe suits you. Ha ha.
Now, if we really wanted to get philosophical, I could give everybody an existential crisis. But I won't. I'm not that much of an asshole.
Have you heard of Exerbia?
Doesn't sound familiar.
You'd really like his stuff. Actually, what is probably his best video?
Interesting thing about philosophy, I'm fairly certain, Dangerous, you know this, but I wonder how many people in chat know that there are certain theoretical physicists who actually work on the philosophy side of science. There's a very famous one. He does a lot of interviews and podcasts and shit, and I can't remember his name right now. But I mean, me not remembering a name, let's fucking move. But instead of sitting there doing things like the hard math and experiments, they think about science from a more philosophical point of view, about the theories about how the universe works, how things are. And a lot of actual theories and ideas, potential ones, come from people in that field. And then it goes over to the people who do the math and the experimentation to try and prove or disprove it.
What made his latest video like a month ago?
Huh? Oh, you is down.
What are you at for your
27, 28.
14? I'm gonna stop pressing 4. You're out.
Yeah, you're at 457. Ah, fuck. Because I'm keying, holy shit, I'm keying myself up. When I see that the countdown timer has gone away is when I push it again.
No, wait a little bit longer because sometimes you get a re-rock and then a break.
Yeah, sometimes the countdown timer goes away because you haven't, or there's nothing else being hit by it. I'm just glad Garp wasn't here when we were having the One Piece conversation. He might have been angry about that. And where you at now?
26. Seven. Eight. It'd matter if we have to go on more. Actually, I have to go on more anyways.
Increased efficiency. I trust you will be able to complete this study, Hunter?
Dang it,
Where you at now?
Two of my weapons are done. Are your weapons done?
Nope.
I'll stop it before again. How are you looking?
Need one more.
Our experiment moves to a new zone.
Oh, you would have loved it last night, Jadris. We went on a interesting music journey on stream last night.
Oh, See?
Might have been listening to country music.
Oh god. I mean, I don't mind country, but only when the mood takes me.
That's what happened last night. I mean, I of course grew up here in the South, so shocker, I listened to country music as a child.
With the way that country music works, one day a pickup truck will leave its owner. And that will be the topic of the song.
No, I think it was either Tomo or Rosenberg had said something, and it made a song pop in my head. And I was like, I've got to listen to it now. And so we started there, and Toma and Rosenberg were the same way in terms of having grown up with the shit. And so we just started down a path, started there, and eventually moved off to rock, like some of the old school rock we used to listen to. And I don't mean old school in the way most millennials think of old school, like, you know, the Eagles and shit like that. No, I'm talking about shit from the 90s and 2000s.
You hit 4 one time. Here we go. I'm done, but what am I on 4?
There's 4.
It is open. Go now.
Oh, thank you.
Gathered enough data on
I'll do another one. Fuck it. What do I care if I locks the ability now?
Hurry, Hunter. The conduit is closing fast.
Actually, I might need one more level on that weapon. Oh no,
The sanctuary will go on without you.
I did. Well, sucks to suck, mate.
I don't know how. How many fucking kills did I have at the end of that? Damn, 1,000 kills.
Okay, so that's all my primaries done.
Operator, you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
Well, beyond doing formal leveling. I have 4 melees, 5 melees to go.
You begin another mission.
One of these things is not done. Ron Prism is not done. Both of these are wrong. Oh. No, that's not it. That's rock-like. How did I not have a Ron Prism done? Did I seriously not finish it and throw it away?
Morning, Sigurd. How you doing? Morning, night, whatever. It's 3 a.m. for me, so whatever time it is for you. That greeting. The hell time is it for you right now, Zadris?
Nearly dinner time. So 6 p.m.
Ooh, very nice. Man, getting primes becomes addictive. I remember my problem with it wasn't the platinum, it wasn't getting the blueprints or all the other materials. Fucking night 10. It was back when I couldn't do all of the different activities on the night wave. Oh shit. Alright, getting over. I was off in La La Land.
Got one.
Oh, the name has been announced, by the way.
Oh, oh, that thing.
How's it going, Caitlin? Yeah, you already know. Major Action of Batman. Nice. Oh. There's nothing there, but we have a name and we have a website. Oh, shit. These guns fucking suck.
Request to full press when you get up.
Holy shit, nearly went fucking down again. It has a very long way to go, and I will definitely be doing several streams once we get once the sites actually start getting progress. In fact, there's a very high chance I'll eventually be doing some dev streams. So instead of playing Warframe, we'll be live streaming the progress of working on it. I'll do the initial design work in Photoshop off stream, and what we'll be doing on stream is working on the initial code for the site. Granted, I first got to figure out what framework I'm going to be working on for the site. That'll determine a shitload. I did my first Steel Pass circuit and got a hate in Karnan, but I need hate first. The amount of people who have the same problem.
I think part of the problem is the Stalker's loophole's so big now.
Fuck almost killed me. I wasn't even being damaged, all of a sudden I'm on good. No health. Oh, how many times we have all said that about that.
Thankfully, I have played this game long before he was Shadow Stalker, so I have plenty of his original things.
I got very lucky with how early on I got it. Unsurprisingly, it was in Hydron. And it was not my stalker.
Once upon a time, I leveled all my weapons in Spy Mission on... This was before Disruption came out. The Spy Mission on Tenno. That was how I leveled all my weapons.
I believe when I started playing, you already knew about Hydron, if I remember right.
Yeah, I Disruption had come out by then.
Yeah. So
yeah, no, the Star chart used to look different.
I know. I remember my account technically was created in like 2015. I only barely remember what it would look like back then. Yeah, for those who don't know, my account was technically created back then, but I think I was still MR1.
You're one of those. You're one of the people, one of the accounts D claimed was signed up to the game but actually hadn't played it since its inception.
Yeah, I had been hooked. I was actually thoroughly enjoying the game, and then my computer died. Kind of hard to play at that point.
Also, can I just say how massive this case is? This PC case I've got.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge. It's massive. Holy crap. Hey, Cephalon Samaris, I have had that ability running for 15 seconds. But it probably wouldn't hurt for me to stop pressing 4, considering the difference in our kills.
A new data conduit is open. Our experiment leads to a new zone.
Would you like not, please? Thank you.
I love something.
Still got a ways to go on this guy. I'm a Kraken. Kraken's only 35, and it's at max forma, so it's got to get to 40.
Yeah, well, I'm done, so I'll just keep pressing.
Yeah, we don't need no. Should be good. Give me a few more 4s and we should be clear.
A data conduit is open. Go now.
Yeah, we good.
Hunter, you are running out of time. Enter the data conduit. Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you.
So he's got a nice rank. And
All set. Service your weapons myself.
Run to the bathroom, give me a minute.
Huh?
Going to the dunny.
Actually, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go grab some beverage and grab a snack real quick. Chat. I'll be right back. I have many questions right now. I'm Alice. What, what did I come back to? What is going on in chat? What did I miss? I was gone for less than 5 minutes. Bro, why is every stream I got to say be right back? I was gone for 5 minutes. What were we doing?
Don't worry about it.
Are you doing invasions?
Essentially.
Trying to get,
Look, I'm still broke. Alright?
I'm doing fine, Miles. How are you tonight? Who's your #1 viewer? Reap at Night would be my #1 viewer. I'm also his #1 viewer. Shocker. All right, thank you for the lurk, Mouse. Have a good night. Yes, I have a very big salt problem, people. Are anyone curious? And yes, I do have sitting next to my desk a gigantic ass tub of Malden flaky sea salt.
Who's your next? Who's your next longest? Was it Canyon?
Next most active viewer would be Diamond.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Diamond guy.
Brother in Christ.
How was he down that fast?
No, it's a wisp.
That's
Not
even
his abilities
fucking
down.
weirder. I jumped out of that in time. All right, Mr. Moose DL, who's your favorite streamer? Asking who's my #1 viewer, but who's your favorite streamer? Yeah, it's always good to have confidence in yourself. Everyone should be their own fan. I'm not, but that's, you know, 20 plus years of severe clinical depression and about 12 or so other fucking random mental conditions. But, you know. Well, speaking of very dark shit, oh my god, I heard an absolute, or I saw an absolutely amazing dark joke today. I laughed harder than I should have, and I know that I just bumped up my ticket on the bus to hell. And for real, see a streamer. What? Cool. I have sat in many a quad stream. Oh.
Hello.
Hello, everybody from Raucous. Rocko Red, Rocko Red, Rocko Red. Welcome in, everybody.
I know I've got 2 of you open, goddammit.
You hear me in stereo. I hear you, or I've seen you enjoying First Descendant. Did you ever get that build figured out? I already did it, Windfire. I told you I'm not going to make you actually do any mod duties. Shh. Straight giveaway
Did
time.
he just die?
I think so.
What the? What is this creature?
I have no idea.
Oh, he's an AFKer.
But welcome in, everybody. For those who are watching Rocket Play First Ascendant, this is the game that First Ascendant ripped entirely off of. Nice, nice. How? How are you dying? Interesting. Yes, we are currently leveling the most efficient way for people at our level, which is a lot of standing here hitting one ability.
One ability every 12, 13 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Over and over and over and over and over again.
Again and again.
And again and again and again.
Oh, I thought we would have gotten that Final Fantasy reference. No. Oh.
I do love how just absolutely mad it makes Windfire being a mod here. The man does not realize the madder he is about it, the funnier it is to me. And the less likely I will ever demon him. I thank you for that, Moose, but I'm fine. And if you want to give away 250 platinum, you can feel free to be like, hey, somebody wants platinum, but yeah, I don't typically tend to run shit. I don't know if we needed to go again.
Probably do need to go into it.
All right, Rocka. You have a good night, man. Thank you for the raid again.
With each data conduit jump, the experiment's design dictates increased efficiency.
Actually, I was good.
This study, Hunter?
End the threat. I thank you for that, Moose, but
I'm
just
gonna
don't.
stop pressing 4 now.
That's fine. Well, I'm also only leveling one weapon at a time currently.
Dead. Seen it?
In what? Oh
see
dear,
the-
sweet Jesus.
I'm gonna sit here and sulk.
As I was saying, I thank you. Thank you for the generosity, but I don't tend to do giveaways here very much. It is a very rare occasion when I will do giveaways. We actually just did one a few weeks back for my birthday. Gave away quite a bit that day.
We're going to go into the next zone, by the way. There's no chance I'm done.
I figured. They vaulted Prime. There's several. Many of my favorite Warframes are vaulted. Nyx would not be one of them. Who was it that was the Nyx enjoyer? Or was that Trinity? Oh, it was Trinity.
It's Trinity enjoys. Nyx enjoys are a dying breed.
Yeah, Farseer gave a build for a Trinity enjoyer that was like Oh god, what was it? I'm trying to remember how much damage it was doing. As I always say, never let someone else's opinion of a frame stop you from getting it or enjoying it. Yes, there are
few.
Really, the list at this point is just Caliban.
Yeah.
Although I also would not fault anybody for just buying Caliban to avoid his grind.
His grind is awful. As someone who did the Caliban grind, it's awful.
Yeah, hell no.
Probably who's vaulted right now? That's a good question.
Quite a lot.
Oh yeah, most of the game's currently vaulted. But there's a lot of those.
If Zephyr is vaulted, Zephyr.
Yeah, Zephyr's pretty strong.
Like, if you want to talk about an underrated frame, oh, son of a bitch, I knew that was gonna kill me. That's vaulted right now and be Zephyr. Zephyr is amazing.
Alright. I've still got a number of levels.
Oh fuck. Brain fart. Holy mother of God, I'm getting fucked up now. And I'm down again. Oh, I don't have a secondary. I'm like, why am I not shooting stuff? Yep, Zephyr Prime. What in the hell is fucking me up right now?
Red lights. I have one weapon to go to 40 and 34, so okay. But we can leave near. Provided that gets a 34, we can. The other one I can just keep back, so I don't actually have a setting. I think the thing spawns like there or something, so.
Dear God.
A data conduit is open. Go now.
I love bug frames sometimes.
Hunter, you
Look
are
at this amazing ability I now have.
into the data conduit.
Oh, you glitch.
I can turn around by aiming, but then I'm just now glitched to that direction.
I'm gonna. Oh, damn it.
Hunter,
Huh.
the sanctuary will go
I didn't
on
get to my
without
34.
Damn. Alright, I'm going camo for the big guys. I'm gonna stuff my fat face. And nobody needs to watch a fat man eat. I am not Nikocado avocado.
Much more. I got 15,000. I need to level up equivalent of 5 weapons. Of which I have 3. I've got 3 full weapons to go. That's 9. Is this thing done yet? Like, if that's done in 2.5 hours, and that's the remaining bit.
Well, it makes you feeling better. As soon as I finish this, I'll be done leveling for now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for those inevitably curious, I am currently eating leftover teriyaki chicken from an amazing Hawaiian grill in my area, and then just some rice and chicken.
local deli started like making pre-packaged like spiced chicken. And they made a Moroccan one, and it's glorious.
I don't know if this is a common thing over in Australia. It is very much here in the US. A lot of stores sell a whole roast chicken.
Yep.
So it's a rotisserie chicken that's just, oh my god, it's relatively cheap. And it makes so many good meals out of it, and that rotisserie chicken is always so damn good.
Rotisserie chickens are very good to store.
Most stores around here, they're usually pretty good. Oh, there's one that we have locally now called Sprouts. Very good store for very good produce. And they also have one where they shred all the chicken off the carcass for you. And they don't massively upcharge. Like most places would charge you like $5 to do that. I think it's like less than $1 more than the whole one. And again, it's not very expensive to buy that. And I can make like an entire week's worth of like lunches or dinners out of it. I don't know if there's a worse Xmas in the game right now than fucking Jade Light Nullifiers.
Yeah, they're just the fuckers.
I have opened a new data conduit.
I'm gonna go one more. Wait.
Okay.
I mean, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. We don't need to go any further than this one. I only had actually two level up.
Yeah, funny thing, speaking of a Trinity. Like I saw the skin, I'm like, wait, isn't that one a Trinity skin? Uh-huh.
Two levels. One level. Done. Level up my mode amp. We should probably not boost it right away. Place a Trinity with a Saren. Oh, I'm thinking getting more skills over there. Getting on of it. There you go.
I did not understand a damn thing you just said on that one.
He got like, he's only been here for like this floor. He got 100 kills and none of them were next to us. So I got none of the XP for that.
Did you need more?
No, I'm not that I care about.
The conduit is closing fast.
My moat amp is not max level. I hate when Sarens do that. I really do. I'm just gonna map wipe it over in this corner.
Will go on without you.
What more weapons do I have? Well,
All right. I'm actually, for this, I'm not going to run Volt.
what are you gonna run?
Ready to kick.
Mirage time?
Yep.
Okay. And I won't bother killing anything.
All right, that's the trap build.
Oh, my Brack my series done. Cool. I don't have a single secondary to level now. Oh. Take that off.
Just remember, I need some initial kills to get stuff on the ground for the traps.
Alright, well then I'll hit 4 once for you. In theory, with down a weapon, I should only be taking 2 floors to go. Especially if you get everything.
Your duty in this experiment is to dispatch as many specimens as efficiently.
That's a first.
Uh,
That was in my recommended for yeah. That should work. Is that enough for you? Do you need more?
should be good.
Pokemon TCG is in my recommended Twitch channels to watch.
Interesting.
Never seen that before. Your own. Level 18.
I have gathered enough data on that ability. Use another tactic.
Six, 7. Max strength on that weapon. Next we're gonna get 36.
Next floor.
No.
Huh?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's only 2 levels. Maybe 1 level. I'm not coming for next floor. No. I can go to a spy mission. That done. Actually, there's an Xmas over here if you nuke it real quick. Portal. Yeah. That would have been the level.
The sanctuary will go on without you.
Yeah. How close am I now? 6,322.
Oh, there, bud.
Alright.
What next?
I might go have dinner.
Okay.
Unless you like, it's no real point me doing. I mean, I could do another. How many weapons I've got? I've got 1 more weapon, which to level, which is not enough. And then I've got all the Kuva weapons I haven't finished yet, which is a lot of those. 1, 2, 3. One I've got on for 5 weapons, not fully leveled. Plus, I think I've got a few melee weapons that haven't been done all the way out. I don't know. Never mind. Pretty on top of those. All my secondaries are done. Literally all of them. Yeah, I don't know. I've got like 1 level.
As they say, the choice is yours, good sir.
We can do 1 floor.
Operator, did you hear that? It said
That's 2 minutes.
cosmic background
That'll
radiation
finish
is a
off my
riot.
moat amp, this weapon, and the final level on that Tenno weapon that I had on.
Your duty in this experiment is to dispatch as many specimens.
Morning, Toma.
Or
How you doing?
alright, you're up.
Up. Can't complain.
You know the full press, or you good?
Should be good. Taking a lot of damage numbers. And just builds and builds and builds and builds.
Okay, that's done. Go. Oh, we've got another Mirage in here. This guy's leveling the melee I just finished leveling.
Yeah, we were cam off because I'm just finishing up a lovely plate of teriyaki, leftover teriyaki chicken and rice.
And my leveling's all done.
A new data conduit is open. Our experiment moves to a new zone.
Oh, and Toma. Yeah, to get a shitload done on that today. Because it's not just about buying the domain, I also had to make sure I had all of the socials registered. Like if I look over at my OBS, 10-0GG followed you 11 hours ago.
Alright, there we go. That puts me at 2,622. I think I've actually go if I level up a. Alright. Swap those out. Clave. Litum.
Most places I was able to get that for my username, but I think it's on Twitter I had to go with that, if I remember correctly. I think that's what I ended up going with. Because both 10-0 and 10-0GG were fucking taken.
Do you have any arc gun weapons level?
Whoa. Oh, everything from the market. You want to know the good prices? That's where I would go. I just go to Warframe, not market. And that is where you want to get your prices from. Oh shit, beat me to it. Speedy motherfucker. What was I about to look at? Oh yeah.
I saw the word market in a Warframe stream.
Operator, are you enjoying the view?
Pick your arc gun stuff. See if you got anything to level.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. You have something to level in arc guns?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Let's do one Archon mission. So, not Archon mission.
Yes, the prices on Warframe market are going to be the best you're going to find for stuff. Well, I say that every once in a blue moon,
Someone has a crazy deal on the trading thing, but
yeah, but that's rare. Most of the time, you're just going to get shafted.
For context, I just popped over onto the trading hub and Necros Prime set 200 platinum. That thing was just in the menu. That thing is like 70 platinum tops on the market.
Yeah, there is a consistent string of posts on the Warframe subreddit of did I get scammed on trade chat? It is at least once a week, if not more.